All right, Canadian
one.
Cheers.
I did not expect them to be that different.
Holy smokes.
Man, I did not expect them to be that different.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm envious of the Americans right now. I was not expecting that much of a difference. Thanks for staying up till noon. My name's Ryan.
My name is Cory. I'm hungry. I would like a sandwich if only we had some.
We're going to compare many aspects of these Big Macs and make a judgment on if McDonald's Big Mac is better in the USA or in Canada.
That's right,
Which
guys.
one?
My special wife, thank you very much, honey, came back from a trip from the US of A, and her last stop before speeding on home was to a McDonald's to pick me up a Big Mac. The trip back home, guys, is about 2 hours away from here. The burger was in a cooler for the entire trip. And after she called to let me know she was on her way home, I ran and picked up a Big Mac right here at home in Canada, and I placed it in a cooler as well.
So both burgers were bought and stored within the same amount of time and using the same method of storage. The result, two equally prepared burgers from different countries waiting for battle.
So without further ado, we bring you
the battle of the Big Macs.
Round 1.
Box
and appearance.
Alrighty, guys, so we're going to get into the first round here, which is box and appearance. So we're basically going to look into and what the sandwich looks like, the box as well. Make sure the presentation is very nice and clean.
How they packed them in there.
And we're going to be grading it out of a 5, 1 through 5.
We're going to be fair. Like,
yeah.
When it comes to food, I don't care where it's come from.
Yeah, I just want to find out which one's better.
I want to know which better. Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious myself.
Let's go.
Okay, so this one is the Canadian version. Actually, open the American one first.
Well, let's look at the box first, okay? So here we got
Big Mac.
I don't know if you can see that, guys. Yeah, so here we got Big Mac. The box, clearly, right off the bat, I'm thinking that the American one's winning. Nice, colorful top of the box.
Yeah, like as you can tell, this one
seems a bit sturdier, but you can see the Canadian one.
It's just pretty plain. Big,
it's kind of
big
plain.
And Mac. Like there's no color to it.
There's no place 200% pure beef patties would rather be.
Is that what it says on the side?
Yeah, on the side there. Anyway, so...
And then on this one, on the Canadian one, not without Canadian beef farmers. So... And plus, there's a little maple leaf on the
that's right,
on the arch there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but
okay.
So we're gonna take a look at the American Big Mac in terms of presentation, how it looks first.
This is like exactly how it was packed. We haven't touched these there, so
okay.
All right, so without taking it out of the box, it actually looks pretty good. Like
it does look pretty good, yeah.
It's not sloppy. It's not. They built it quite nice. The cheese. Before I take it out, I can tell that
looking at it.
The cheese is nicely even in there. I'm actually kind of impressed.
That looks really nice. So now we're gonna take a look at the Canadian Big Mac
before we take it out.
It's so difficult to open. Okay, so there's the Canadian one. Actually, man, that looks pretty good too.
That looks really good too. I can see quite a bit more sauce coming out of the side.
Oh yeah, look at that, like right there. I don't know if you guys can see. It's right at the corner there. Quite a bit more. So this will be more apparent when we take it out of the box. So let's take these out of the box now. It looks
pretty evenly made too. I just don't see as much cheese coming out.
I see a bit over here on this side.
Okay.
So let's take it out of the boxes and.
Our hands are nice and clean, by the way.
Yeah. We also don't want to do too much damage to the. Okay, I think we both agreed that the American box is more fun to look at, but the Canadian version has a couple of things here and there that make it Canadian. You know,
it just needs color. So yeah. I really think that. I think that so far.
And there's also French on the side. Impossible sans les producteurs de bouffe canadien.
You see that?
It's in French and English on both sides.
And they both tell you to. Actually, the American one says "Get our app."
Really?
For offers and nutrition info.
Canadian one has nothing.
Canadian one doesn't say that.
Oh dang!
Boy.
So let's take a look at. We'll take a look at the American one as it stands.
Front and center, and make sure you got the American one.
Okay, that looks really good. I can already see one difference, Cory. The bun color on the Canadian one is much darker.
Yeah, you're right, eh?
The bun on the Canadian one is much darker. Does that mean anything?
Is it darker?
It looks, yeah, it does.
Yeah,
look,
you're right,
it totally looks much darker. This one looks more pale on the sides, especially.
So go back to the American one.
So the
like
bun,
I said, I can see more cheese.
Yeah.
The buns look like they're basically the same width and everything. Let's do a rotation.
Yeah, they look.
No, we'll put the Canadian one in there.
Yeah, like I said, the
So-
sauce coming out
so
on the side
similar.
is really nice. I think the only one that I would say the best part is the fact that the sauce is coming out. It shows us there's a lot of sauce on it, and the fact that it's a darker bun, which means it's almost like it's cooked better. You know,
Man.
it's hard to say with the box and the appearance of the sandwich as is. The Canadian one, I'm gonna say. You know, I'm gonna go 4.5 for the Canadian. Only reason why I'm going to go higher than the American is I'm gonna give the American a 4. The only reason why is
Really?
because I think just the fact that the bun is darker makes it seem more appealing to me, like it's cooked better, like it's been sitting under a nice heat lamp. So 4.5 for the Canadian, 4 for the American.
I have to split it down the middle. I personally think that the appearance of the American one is neater. The extra sauce on the Canadian one is a nice touch.
Yeah.
I do think it looks a little bit beefier, but the box trumps the other box.
Yeah.
Since we're doing box and appearance, so
Yeah.
they're both gonna get 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So right now the Canadian one's leading by half a point.
Exactly. Yes.
Based on
just a half a point. It's a close game still.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go in. We're gonna heat up the patties, and we're gonna make sure that everything is to an edible level because, it's like we said, it was refrigerated. So we want to keep it as simple as possible. So now we're gonna go heat up the patties. We're gonna go heat up the buns just a little bit, and we're gonna do a beef patty taste test. So what we did is we took the patty, we completely disassembled it. We took the patty out, and we took the buns out. We put them in the oven. We made sure that it was in optimal temperature. We looked it up all online on how to properly heat up
Look at that
the
cheese
Big
bubbling.
Mac.
Hey?
Looks good.
Looks good.
Then we built it back, and now we've got these beautiful masterpieces.
Beautiful. Let's
So
get going here.
we're going to continue with round 1 with the second half here, and we're going to cut it in half. We're going to cut each of them in half. We're going to see which one looks most appealing in
right here.
all of these. So Corey's going to cut his American one right now.
I gotta put my whole hand on here and squeeze.
Okay, so show the camera here, and let's just tilt it. So that is what the American one looks like in half, and it actually looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, it does.
See if we can tilt it up a little bit better so you guys can see it. Looks pretty nice. Looks pretty clean.
Yeah.
Both sides around. Man, I'm so hungry.
No kidding.
Okay, so we got that one cut now. Now we're gonna cut the Canadian one.
I'm putting like a little bit of pressure.
Okay, so now this is the Canadian one. Oh, wow. Holy smokes, that looks really nice.
Yeah, it does.
That looks really nice. Look at that. Comparing that to this, oh man.
You know what?
It's hard to say. You know, this one looks tastier. That's the thing. It
does.
looks tastier because it looks messier.
It looks messier. It looks thicker. This
Yeah.
one looks neater, but not as juicy, eh?
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know. I think I kind of like the Canadian
This is
one
the
a little
Canadian
bit
one,
more.
right?
Yeah.
So Canadian American.
I don't know, but I'll let you
Okay, so
decide first.
second half of round 1, 5 out of 5. This looks more like a mom and pop type of burger.
I was just gonna say it totally does.
The crumbly beef.
Yeah.
The real messy. It seems to have more slop on there. Eh? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give a 4.5. I'm gonna give a 4.5 for the American and a 4 for the Canadian. That's just too clean. It's really good, but I want this one more.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with what you said, that this one looks more delicious to me. It looks like it's just wanting somebody to eat it. It's like, don't worry, I'm a bad burger.
Exactly.
Eat me up. And this one's like, I'm nice and clean and tidy. It's not to say that it's bad that it's nice and clean and tidy. To be honest, this looks more almost like what you would see in an ad.
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
clean.
Yeah.
But sometimes clean isn't always necessarily
That's right.
good, guys. Now the Americans in the lead by half of a point.
Right.
Half of a point. It's not bad. I mean, they're both great burgers. Round 2. Patty taste test. All right, so as you can see, Corey here is just making the cuts. We got to cut them into 4 pieces because we have more tests to do. And this next one is the patty, the taste of the patty. Let's go with the American first.
Yeah. So you take a segment.
I'll take this one right here. So I'm gonna what we're gonna do is we're literally gonna take it apart like you can see on the camera here. I'm taking it apart and I'm just grabbing just the meat of the patty here. All right, so this is the American, and let's see how it tastes.
There you go.
Okay. I think I've got a good enough. I mean, we have another patty here too. Let's
eat that whole segment.
Yeah.
See, yeah, because this one has the cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's good. Now I'm going to clean my palate. So now we're going to the Canadian one. Put this here.
The look of the patty is there's not much to actually zoom in on because they're so close. Like
ready? Exactly. All right,
Canadian one.
Cheers.
I did not expect them to be that different.
The American blew it out of the freaking water. Holy smokes.
Man, I did not expect them to be that different.
Wow. Okay, well, maybe it's the cheese?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm envious of the Americans right now. I was not expecting that much of a difference.
I did not expect that.
American, 5 out of 5. Canadian,
I don't know if it's the beef or if it's the spices and the flavor, but
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, so
American for me is 5 out of 5. The Canadian is a 4.
Yeah, 5 out of exactly same thing. 5 and it was really Canadian one's great.
Yeah,
the spices 5 and 4.
5 and 4. Oh boy, the Canadians really got to push in the last test, and the last test is the most important. The full taste test, guys. Round 3. The entire burger. Alrighty, guys, so the last test, round 3, the entire burger. We're going to be taking a bite of the whole entire burger with sauces, veggies, and everything on it, the patty included in the bun.
That's right, guys. That's why you can see we've cut them up into 4 sections. So 1 for Ryan, 1 for me. And a real quick thing to mention, guys, is like we were so blown away by the differences of the beef. We we thought maybe that they'd be super close, but the Canadian one boasts 100% Alberta beef coming from a company called Cargill.
Yeah.
The U.S. one is the majority is from Keystone Foods in the U.S. using many different ranchers all across the U.S. and with a small percentage of them importing from other countries.
Yeah.
But
it's clear that it's
completely
different.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is going to be the final test.
The buns and sauce better be really good. But here we go.
Okay, so this is the American, right?
That's the American one. Yeah.
Okay, so full taste test here. Let's try this out. It's a good burger. I'm eating it all.
I'm just gonna do that, but I don't want to get too much of that flavor.
Yeah, it's really good. So, all right, now it's the Canadian. So the last chance for the Canadian to really impress us.
Ready?
Yeah. Here. I have to go with the American one, man.
Man, it's really good though.
It is really good. The Canadian one, I'm not gonna not eat it. You can tell that this is a healthier burger. It just tastes healthier. It tastes like,
you know what? And this could just be what we've grown up on and what we're used to. The sauce, I have to say, I think I like the sauce better.
You know what? The sauce is a little bit better, and the pickles,
the cheese
too. Yeah. American cheese is way stronger.
Yeah, getting used to a different cheese.
There are pluses to the Canadian, like you said. I like the pickles more in the Canadian one. I'm a fan of pickles, so I can really taste a strong pickle, and it tastes really good in the Canadian one. But I have to give it to the American one. The American one overall, the burger was way more flavorful. Tasted, like you mentioned before, the spices, the salt, the overall consistency of it was just way better than the Canadian one. The Canadian one was a little bit more dry, but again, it's because it's healthier. It's possibly healthier. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but you would think based on the flavor that it's healthier for you. I'm gonna give the Canadian one a 4.5, and the Americans got to take it by 5. Straight perfect 5.
This is the overall. So clearly, the patty, the American one wins.
Yeah.
I think the bun seemed a bit lighter.
Yeah.
The sauce seemed more fresh. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, totally.
Everything,
No,
everything
totally.
seemed a bit lighter.
Yeah,
including,
it totally did. Yeah,
including the cheese.
You know what? I think it's it's less sodium. That's the thing.
I love our cheese.
Yeah.
Which is, I wanted to bridge the gap somehow, but I think overall, the qualities of the Canadian, the qualities of the American, they're equal to me. Both have 4.5 out of 5. They're both 4.5.
4.5s.
You added another point, full point. So
Yeah.
Anyways, guys,
I mean, that's the winner is the American
one.
The American Big Mac.
I applaud you guys.
Yeah, very, very, very delicious.
Very good, guys. All right, so congratulations again, American Big Mac.
Congratulations, American Big Mac. You took it today.
Good job. I mean, we haven't seen anything like this on YouTube. I mean, I don't know if you guys have. Like, we've seen comparisons like the tail of the tape, but actually putting them together and somebody bringing one back over the border and doing this. I mean, I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching this.
Yeah,
and
it was a lot of fun doing it.
Tons of fun and got use.
Yeah.
And like I said, we did it as accurately as we possibly could. He did it as possible, and they tasted like from the store.
They tasted it like exactly like it came from McDonald's. Yeah.
And the American one won. I mean, like we're not.
Yeah, we're clearly Canadian, guys. Like he's wearing a Jets jersey.
Anyway, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let us know down below if you like us doing this type of thing. If you've ever tried doing it before, let us know. We'd like to hear from you guys. So please comment down below.
And as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe. And when you do, please ensure you click that bell to enable notifications from us so you never miss an episode or a giveaway. And follow us on Twitter. Like this video, like everything about us. We like that from you guys. Hashtag UTN, hashtag up till noon. And check out our new and improved website. We're really proud of it. uptillnoon.com, and also has our merch on there.
Speaking of merch, enjoy a beverage with us, hot or cold, from the container of your choice. Contact us to purchase your cup or mug today.
Do it, guys.
Lots of fun, guys. We hope to do this again, and we hope to see you guys around. So, as always, thanks for staying up till noon.
I really wanted the Canadian one to win. Like, I can't believe it. Like,
I did not expect that.
I mean, with that being said, it's
a good burger. I would never deny a Big Mac. If somebody came up to me and told me to bite into a Canadian Big Mac and an American Big Mac, I would have to eat the American one first.
If you had to, totally, it did win, but it is a blow.
It was really close.
It's a blow to our pride.
Yeah,
though,
it's a huge blow to our pride. The American beat the Canadians yet again.